And we're live. Good late evening, everyone. Glad you could join us here for Bigfoot Odyssey's late show. I'm Kerry Arnold. With me, my co-host, Mr. Bradley Hatcher. How are you, sir?
I'm doing swell. How are you, Kerry?
I'm great, man. Good to have you here as always. Our guest for this evening, she is a Bigfoot researcher, and I think you're on the Golden Coast out there, aren't you?
On fire.
On fire.
Pacific Coast.
Creator of Bigfoot Goes Paranormal on YouTube, Miss Marie Mason. How are you, dear?
I'm great, actually.
Well, it's good to have
Welcome.
you here. And before we get into everything, just want to remind everyone, please be respectful in the chat. We do appreciate that very much. Our moderators are on it. They're not going to let you get away with any tomfoolery, and we appreciate all that our moderators do for us here. It's very, very much appreciated. They stand up for Bigfoot Odyssey, and they protect our integrity quite well, and we do appreciate it. So, okay, Marie, now I've talked to you a little bit about this already. You haven't been doing this very long, have you?
No, 1 year, 1 month.
1 year and 1 month. So what happened? What got you into? You did the paranormal stuff, but what got the Bigfoot stuff going?
So I've always been interested in Bigfoot. As a matter of fact, I'm in California, and right now there's a huge fire in Lake Hughes, and there was a Bigfoot sighting there in 1978. Okay, and they even made a little Bigfoot crossing sign. So I've always been interested in Bigfoot. But what happened was, I love exploring and I love history. And what happened is it was an accident. Okay, what happened was an accident. So I already knew and watched every single thing you can get your hands on, every book you can get your hands on, everybody's YouTube channel. So I wasn't oblivious to it, but I thought you had to go into Washington Forest to see or experience something, right? And I love history, so I was exploring a abandoned government Nike base out here. Now, I will add, even though I'm in north of Los Angeles, the mountain range here is a lot bigger than you think. You know, it's a lot bigger. I mean, you think it's bigger than you think. So what happened was I was at an abandoned Nike base, and I got, that spider senses you get, right?
Sure.
That
Intuition's a real thing.
It is a real thing, huh? So I took notes that this abandoned Nike base was at over 4,000 elevation. And it's very interesting because this abandoned Nike base, okay, it's the only one left that still has the missile launch intact. Okay? Think about it. Why is a missile launch still intact if it's abandoned? Second thing is there was electric fence all around it, electric fence. And I'm like, putting all these pieces together, right? So I'm hiking down and goofing around. It's all foresty. And what happened is I captured the picture of the prom queen ghost. I mean, legit. She had the 80s haircut. So I took that picture. So I went back to the Nike base, and that's when I had my first experience where I smelt it. Like I smelt it. So I'm telling you about the Nike base specifically because I'm trying to say that I think there's something underground with the government still going on, and that's all a cover. Okay. There's always cars up there. So I take a picture of this, like a shadow figure. I have two pictures I can show. It's a shadow figure. It's a shadow. I've never seen in my life a shadow figure. So next to the shadow figure, I captured some Bigfoots, right? Some like cloaking ones, okay? Humongous cloaking ones. So that got the ball rolling. And for a month after I went to that Nike base, I kept thinking, I washed my clothes, I threw away my shoes, and I'm like, what is that smell? And this smell was all over my clothes and all over my shoes. Then I reviewed the footage, right? And then I'm like, oh shit. And I can show you the picture. He's got like furry little face or something, right? So I did do paranormal ghost stuff before that. Right. So I have a little bit of a head start of like maybe my spider senses or the third eye is a little bit more open. in the paranormal world. So yeah, Nike base where the where they have the launch pad. It's the Hercules missile from 1958. It's bizarre when you hear that story completely. It's bizarre because I think it's all intertwined. I'm trying to get at. Okay, so the forest area is bigger than you think, and the places I've been experiencing these Bigfoots, and there's other ones around. Okay, that's my belief, is that there's other ones around, and they're really masters at cloaking, masters at all of that. Okay, so the places I go to investigate, and I've been capturing stuff, all have certain common thread to them, like an abandoned campground. Okay, why? Why is an abandoned campground? And why is the campground called Bear Camp? When I went to the Nike base, it's called Bear Divide. When I went to the Nike base, this is from 1875, they supposedly killed the largest bear on record in California. It's supposed to be 2,100 pounds, right? Start putting the pieces together, okay? It's not just, it's not just, there's a common thread of where I'm going and capturing these pictures. So that got the ball rolling. So once I did see the shadow figure, I saw some Bigfoot pictures, right? And then I started to try and put together pieces of like bizarre places. Like, why are we not allowed to go to this abandoned Nike base? Why are we not allowed to go to this abandoned campground, right? Then I'm an FAA licensed pilot, so I started doing homework going, well, wait a minute. Why is this area off limits and right across the street, you're allowed to fly the drone? And then I did more homework, and it was abandoned mining claims. And the first mine was discovered here. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's history, okay? Do the Bigfoots, do they go to places that the government has regulated off limits, right? Right. I don't know.
That's been a theory. Absolutely. Hey, I've got a small issue. I have got intruders.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
The dogs.
They've gotten big enough to climb the steps. This is Bucky. This is because he has an eye patch like a buccaneer. This is Jester. And you can see they've gotten a lot bigger. I'm going to take just a second. You guys continue on, and I'm going to.
Okay.
Everybody here is in bed, so I'll be right back. Come
okay,
on,
so just to put the pieces together, like he's asking how. Well, it wasn't that I just stumbled. I mean, I had interest. I've always had interest and watched every documentary and everything I could on Bigfoots, right? Mm-hmm. So to my surprise, I never really thought they would be in Southern California. But when you start exploring, it's a lot bigger than you think. Okay. And forest and the forest areas, we all know the theory, like, Pilates has. Pilates has a theory, we all have a theory that there's an area that's regulated for the others. Okay. And there's a lot of people have seen, I've personally filmed a UFO with a Bigfoot myself, personally. So when you know all this knowledge, you start putting the pieces together. And so these places that I'm telling you that I'm going to, they all have, there's water, there's history, Indian reservations, mining claims, government. You see what I'm saying? There's like, this is their designated area. In fact, I even took it a step further, and I even explored and took great pictures, you guys, of a missing 411 location called Devil's Punch Bowl. Right?
I've heard of that.
Right. So, I kept thinking, okay, what is the common thread, right? Okay. So that's how I got started. Were you going to say something, Carrie?
I was not. I'm just making sure.
I think he was listening for the dogs.
I usually have help here, and I don't have any tonight. And they're, like I said, they're big enough to climb the steps. And so we have a place gated off for them that's up in the den. So I put them over in the gate, and Linda's probably going to kill me because they get back into her bedroom now. So, but I don't care. Somebody should have took care of it.
Let me just go one more step further to finish the question, answer it properly. So just so you know, I did stumble and fall, but I think there's Okay, I've always had interest. So, but not this interest. So when I took my first pictures, I'm like, what the heck? Oh my God. Because we know, again, they're masters at camouflage and cloaking, if you believe that. I believe that because I filmed them full on, full body, holding a baby, full on, walked right up and was like, oh my God. You know, like, so what happened is after I started taking some pictures, I was like, am I crazy? Okay. Am I crazy? Am I really seeing this? And they're undeniable. And I'm like, am I crazy? So I was on Facebook and I was trying to Facebook anybody in the Bigfoot community, which I didn't belong to, but like maybe 2 groups, right? And I was trying to get somebody to look at my pictures. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? Am I crazy? So the only one that responded, well, I won't mention his name. He's not doing Bigfoot anymore. Okay. And I reached out to one person and I said, please, can you look at my pictures? Am I crazy? And he's like, send him over, Marie. And I sent him over, and you're waiting. And he responds back and he goes, well, I don't want to hurt your feelings, but they're just blob pictures. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm crazy. Like, okay, I'm crazy. But then I'm looking at it. There's eyeballs, there's a mouth, there's a nose. I'm like, no, I'm not crazy. So that is what inspired me to never have that happen to another person. So what I did is after I was put down and told I was crazy, I thought, okay, there's got to be a lot of people out there that are in my boat, that we're not in the forest where they're building tents and huts and there's a family and they're drinking water and having a cookout. There's got to be other people out there. Still crazy, somebody said. There's got to be other people out there like me. So I started the YouTube channel and it's just like a platform so people like me can freely talk about it. You know what I mean? Like we're not doing what some researchers out there are, right? You guys with the trail cameras. So I started the Facebook group Interdimensional Beings, and then I started my Bigfoot channel purposely to have a platform for other people like me. That's what inspired me. That's why I'm here talking right now. Because go on.
No, I agree. Our platform is open to anyone with a Bigfoot experience. Oh my goodness.
It's okay. They're cute.
It might be in your lap for the rest of the night.
Yeah, it's okay.
Hunter, I just texted Hunter. He's going to come out and entertain.
No, I'm not saying you're not. I'm not saying you're not, but I'm small enough to where people can, right at this point, I'm not saying you're not open enough. I'm just saying that's what inspired me to show my face right now. And
yeah, and we appreciate you coming on here. To me, like I said before, there are 2 sides to this subject. And I think it's disingenuous for anyone to turn their back completely on one side or the other. If we're going to do this and push awareness, this side of it is a part of it. Now, it's not exclusively going to be that, though. We have had some people on here lately that have had these paranormal experiences, but that's what it is. It is people that have these experiences, and they're all over the country. People that don't know each other are having similar things happen, and something's going on. Whether it's Bigfoot or not. That's for anybody else to decide. We're not going to, we may speculate, make correlations here, our own. We have our own set of beliefs. And like we tell anyone, you don't have to change what you believe. To me, it's beneficial if you expand what you believe is possible. If you can do that, then, and not just dismiss it outright. If you dismiss it outright, it's going to be out of mind.
That's
if
right.
If you can just expand what you believe to be possible, then you can arm yourself with this information in case it happens to you. Maybe you've gleaned something from someone else. You've heard someone have this experience, and maybe it'll help you. I don't know. To me, that's the best angle we have, is to put it all out there and let people decide for themselves. I'm glad you're here. You have a lot to talk about. This show may go on for just a little while.
Well, and 2, I think it's great because knowledge is power. And so even, you might say something and we go, okay. And then, 6 months later, we hear it again. And so you can start putting stuff together and formulating your own ideas and theories and beliefs with it. So I don't think you can't not hear enough.
Good. Yeah.
This is especially,
and that's Bradley. That's my fear because again, listen, I'm here to tell you guys that I may be goofy and funny, but let me tell you, I'm serious as a heart attack. Okay. I mean, I'm documenting. Okay. I'm now finding out there's certain times in certain places. Are they migrating? Are they hunting? Are they eating? Are they having babies? There's a lot more to this. And, and knowledge is power, but like, it's a little bit unimaginable. And people are like, is it pareidolia? Maybe not all of it. You know what I mean? Not all of it. There's too much. And the thing, the reason why I'm here is I want to my investigation's more along the lines of like Mike from Ontario, Sasquatch. Like his.
I tried to get him on here. I can't get him to email me back.
Well, like that. Okay, so the picture that you'll show, the green-faced Bigfoot with 2 teeth. I mean, the people that know me, that do hang out with me on my group, they know that 1 week ago he came in my house, and I was on the phone with Renee when it happened. So that's like
he came in your house.
Yeah, I'll show you the picture. It was like,
do you want to do that?
It was so scary.
You want to look at some pictures? Let's do that.
You want to see the green monster?
I'm going to add this, and then I will enlarge it. Okay, everyone can see your cursor. You know how this works. So you're going to have to point stuff out to us for sure.
Okay, so let's see.
That's not it, is it?
No. I'm going to show you. Here is the guy that...
I like that file, carry proof.
Yep. Well, I was trying, because I have thousands of pictures. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So anybody
I see
here...
that. I see that face back there. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty clear. I can see the nose, the lips. I don't know if that's teeth or not, but it looks like.
Wait a second. Are you guys sure you can see it?
Yeah, I can see it. I see one eye. I see one eye. Yeah. We can see it. I'm sure everybody else can see it. I shared it up there with everybody.
Yeah. Okay.
One eye. I see one eye, nose, and lips, and a chin. It looks like he's doing the Sylvester Stallone thing. Adrian,
or he looks like a hockey player with his tooth out.
Yeah, maybe.
So actually, I see 2 teeth. Okay, this guy has 2 teeth.
I don't know if that's teeth, Marie.
Dude, I'm telling you, I've seen
on his lips. That's like on his lips.
Are you sure?
Hey, maybe you're right. It's your picture. I'm not gonna say one way or the other.
I know that the mouth is sideways. He's growling. He's kind of like rah rah rah. I don't know what he's saying.
Fair enough.
You guys see it? Okay, everybody sees it now. Yeah. So here's his eye and his nose. Now keep in mind, this is a video. I'm only showing you one snapshot.
Sure.
So they're masters at camouflage and they're masters at cloaking. Okay. And this is no exception. And let me tell you something. This guy, now keep this in mind. Watch this. I'm going to show you something interesting. See if you can see. Hold on one second. I don't want to, I'm going to see if I can find you just the picture. Hold on. This is a video of mine. So I'll just forward to the picture and I'm going to show you. Here he is coming in my house right here. This is him.
Is that a doorway?
Yeah, this is my kitchen. Over here.
Well, that doesn't look like the same guy, Marie.
You sure?
Oh, yeah. It looks like a different guy.
Wait till it gets closer. You'll see he looks like a lion, like a face. Do you see him?
I see something there. Absolutely.
What the hell is this guy doing in my house? I told him, I said, get out of my house. You're not welcome. Oops, sorry. So.
It's all right.
I don't know. It's like he has this lion type long face. You don't think it's Thor? I call him
I
Thor.
don't know. Listen, they look completely different to me. But hey, you're the one that had these experiences. I'm not anybody to tell you. I'm just telling you what I see.
Like, this is your Bigfoot Odyssey, right?
That's exactly right.
Okay. This was like, I don't know how long ago, maybe a month. And the other one was a week ago. So let's go to the Carrie proof file.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Carrie can't get in it.
Okay, what do you guys think of this guy? I call this Bigfoot mama with her baby.
I see something there. Yeah. Well, I do. I do. I see an outline and something that resembles a really out of proportion face. But I mean, you're talking to a guy that has no context here. We talked about that. Usually when you get pictures that are zoomed in and then are pixelated, you're the one with the context, not us. So, that when we on our Facebook group, we always ask people, if you're going to do this, do a comparison photo or a comparison image in the same place to show that, there is something here. Yeah. And and now it's gone. So but yeah, then, I see. It looks like.
I mean, it looks like it's holding something. Yeah.
Or scratching its
ear.
In
this picture, I did zoom in. This is when I was first starting. It was my cell phone, so that's why it's like that. Not that I did it on purpose. So, in this picture, I see the face, and then it's holding the baby, and the baby's arm is up here. Now, and here's that hair flap I was telling you about, Carrie.
Okay.
So, just now that I told you that, you'll keep that in mind. So, then when you there's another picture, a different angle. See, because this is my cell phone, so it's bad, but you can still see.
Yeah, no doubt. And that's just out in the open. That's what gets me. That's wild.
Dude, it's too late now. I'm screwed. They come out in the open to me all the time. Anybody come on an expedition with me, you're screwed.
You should be getting HD footage.
I know. Well, anyways, let me get this other picture really quick. I know. I know.
I hear flip phones don't take great photos.
Okay, here's the other picture of her. Now this one, she's growling. She's mad. See the so remember, I just showed you 3 pictures of the same Bigfoot, okay?
Sure.
Now, what happened though?
Pixels could be making that deformed, that anger look though. So I'm just saying that.
That's okay. So I see the hair flap, and I see the face, and I see the mouth and the eye.
Yeah, that's.
But oops, sorry. Yeah. So if you take that picture and you put it side by side with this one, it's like, you see? It's hard to see because remember, this is when I first started. So it was my cell phone. Okay.
Right.
And trust me, I wasn't next to this Bigfoot. Okay. It was like.
How far away were you from him when you took it?
Like I was at this abandoned campground and it was across the wash. And what happened is I was filming, and what I do is when I'm out exploring is I sing and talk because I'm always alone, nervous. And I'll sing and sing. Not terrifying, beautiful. So I was singing, and so I'm turning my camera, I'm like panning all around you guys, the whole campground, across the river, across the dry bed, right? And that's where she was. So that's why the pictures look different, because I'm walking, and I just spun around again. Okay. So that's why it looks different. So I'm pretty far. So the cell phone, it's pretty amazing that I even got that, to be honest.
Now was it in front of you or behind you or to the side?
Behind me. So let me see. It was behind me. It was okay. So let me see. This I took a few days ago, right here. This is a different one. But it is hard because I'm far. This is at a cemetery. Okay, back to your question. It was, imagine, I'm trying to find the folder. Imagine, if you will, a really big campground. And I don't know, maybe a football field away, maybe, right? And I'm just walking and talking and filming. And as I'm panning around as I'm walking, that's how I got these 2 pictures. And then I zoomed in and zoomed in and zoomed in. Oops.
Now, do you think they were interested in here comes somebody singing, and they were just
positive,
curious?
Positive. Because yeah,
I mean,
positive.
it's not like there's an encyclopedia about how to do this. So it's, you know, it seems like, you know, everybody has their own thing that works for them. And, you know, if they're sticking around waiting for you to see them,
so what
you either
happened
must be a really good singer or.
What happened is this is like the third time I've come to this location, because after I captured one picture, I came back. So the reason, let me see if I can show you this this other one, right? Let me show you this other one. Now this one's going to be hard to see because it's one of my first ones too. But this is the same location is what I'm trying to get at. So they know me.
Yeah, you know, it looks like one of those slides you put under a microscope and you see a bunch of microbes and.
Yeah, it's because I'm with my cell phone. So this picture too,
again,
you see
no context. It's so hard when there's when it's like zoomed in. And I want to say this. I don't know anybody watching this. If you're watching after, it's frustrating if you can't see what's going on here. Just keep in mind that we understand that not everybody's going to be able to see this when you're leaving your comments, and just try to be nice if you can. We do appreciate that.
So in this picture is the same campground the first time. And if I could find the other picture of this guy, because right here is his eyes, his nose, and he has a weird mouth, like a long face.
Now, are you sure about that, Marie? Because it looks like leaves. I'm telling you,
okay.
it just looks like the bush. It looks like the same as everything else around it. Is all I'm saying. And you know,
okay.
I can pick a face out of the bushes. That's nothing.
That's true.
You know, that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that's what that is, but when you're talking about things like this, it all comes down to trust. Who do you trust? You have to trust these people. And I really want people to get to know who you are, because I've watched you for a little while and you're a straight up honest person. I believe that wholeheartedly. I don't think you're trying to pull the wool over anybody's eyes. I think you are seeing exactly what you believe you're seeing. But when you're transferring that to other people, and especially on digital, you know, someone said on here, and I was going to put it up there, you know, by now you'd think things would be sharper. I'm sorry. I was going to put that up there. But the whole problem is it's the digital age. Up close, everything is beautiful and great, or you know, when you focus it right. But digital zoom just destroys everything. It doesn't matter what you're in. 4K, you get in so close, it's pixelated. And that's all I'm saying is, and I'm not trying to defend everything here. I'm just saying people need to trust who you are when you're going to show them stuff like that.
We need you to say that, because that's what other people are thinking. So the thing is, yes, at the beginning I was taking pictures and I'm like, what is that? And I was zooming in on my cell phone, and they're crappy, but then I see them. Then I would go back and I would confirm it over and over and over and see different ones, different pictures. So now back to content. So in this particular picture, this is I call this Bigfoot Mama right here. Yeah, you can say, oh, it's pixelated. Keep in mind, I'm going to tell you this part. This is a video. She blinks. The eyes blink. Now, when you want to talk about content, you wanted me to get pictures a little longer. What happened right here is they whistled at me, Carrie. They whistled.
Wow.
So I have it all on
context, not content.
Context. Sorry.
Yeah.
So what happened is it's actually a YouTube video of mine, and it's called the light ray. And I'm walking, and on my video with my cell phone, you heard them. They go like this. They go like that. And I say it live. I go, did you hear that whistle? So it was like I heard it live. It was recorded live, and I confirmed it live. Then this is the picture. So when you take all those pieces, now this is an ugly creature, but my belief is there's more than a Bigfoot roaming with each other, different kinds.
Okay. Fair enough.
So
absolutely.
Here's another.
I've heard Bigfoot whistle before. I have.
So, and this is another blurry one. I know this in this video. This is from a video. This is where I call this Bigfoot Daddy, because this is a big, big, big one. And
looks
I
like
can
a
see
tree.
It's not a tree.
From my perspective, I'm just giving you my perspective here. You know, that's why I say all this comes down to trust when it comes to pictures like this, because we see these all over the place. You know, people post these on Facebook groups. You know, there's the Bigfoot here, and you have to draw the outline, and it's so zoomed in and pixelated. And I'm not dogging on you, Marie. I'm just saying this is that's probably exactly what you say it is. I believe you. But outside observer looking at pictures like this, it's hard to make out. You know?
Well, do you think this is leaves too? This face?
I have no idea.
Now, Marie, when it whistled at you, what was your first thought? Did you like whistle? It seems like just, knowing you in the little bit of time that I know you, I could see you totally whistling back or saying something to her. Did it completely catch you off guard or what?
Yeah. So the video, it's a video, it's on YouTube. And right before that happened, I was going, "Hi guys, I'm here." Like I'm nervous. So I'm like yakking away to them. "Hi guys." I was announcing myself.
Mm-hmm.
"Hi guys, I'm here." Blah, blah, blah. I filmed. Then I turned around and I was trying to do a Scott Carpenter and I was filming behind me. Okay. I was filming behind me. And then as I go, "I'm leaving you guys." And as I was walking away, the whistle was on the camera and it went. And so I didn't talk after that, except like in a low tone to the camera. I go, "Did you guys hear that whistle?" So it was basically I was acknowledging it live, right? So what happened before that is I was standing there talking to them. Then I went to leave and they whistled. That's what happened.
That had to be trippy.
We were walking through the woods with D. Doss, and this was in Brown Springs, and he's whistling this tune, just this tune. I think he made it up. He said he whistles it all the time. Well, we had left and come back, and Linda's in the back, Dee's in the passenger seat. Their windows are down, and as soon as we pull up, I'm hearing this whistle. And Linda said, "Do you hear that?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's D." And he turned, he said, "That ain't me."
Mm-hmm.
I heard it, the same exact whistle. And I mean, there's no way it was a bird. No way. It was a tune. Birds don't whistle like that. So yeah, I've heard, we all know Bigfoot. They got lips. They can whistle. What's up?
Yeah. So the, back to the whistle, and then I see them. I have filmed them materialize. The cloaking, it's like there's certain times that the sun will hit it just right and they get caught. Okay. And like in this face, it looks like a floating face. But what I'm telling you is that it's a video and this face moves, the eye blinks. And what's happening is what's coming through is only a lot of people have just faces. You've seen it, you guys.
Yeah. Can people watch these videos on your channel?
Yeah, it's all up. They're all up. None of them are down.
And I just want to say this. Look, I join a lot of live when I'm subscribed to somebody and they have a live show. I like to go in there and chat around with everybody and do the whole camaraderie thing. I enjoy that. I was on yours. I stayed for the whole thing. I normally don't get a chance to stay for the whole live. I stayed for yours because it was so entertaining. You're just if you guys ever check out a live show that Marie does, it's so far out there. And real quick, let me break the show just for a second. We have a good friend of mine I grew up with. His name is Zach. His little boy watches the show. I say little boy. He's not that little. He's 10 years old. His name is Bentley Bennett, and he's watching us right now. He actually brought him by here to meet me the other day. And it was just, Bentley, I'm glad you guys are sitting there watching on the big screen right now. Told you I'd shout you out. And thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Bentley Bennett, but didn't break it. That's what your dad told me to say. So.
That's funny.
All right. Back. Now we're back. We can put a commercial. I'll tell you what, we can put a commercial in there, Brad.
That's good. Yes. This is the picture of the shadow man. The very second time I took any pictures, I'm going to just bear with me. Yes, it could be a tree. Okay. Yes, it could be a tree. But
get out of my head.
What about this angle? Oh, watch. Here's a face.
Oh no, I looks like it's moved. Absolutely.
Okay. But it gets better. Watch.
Does it?
Oh, wait. So there he is there. This is after my whole clothes stunk, okay? There he is there. So it looks like it moved. Oh, that's a different one. That's a monkey. Hold on. Monkey! I can't find it. Let me see.
Is this a carry-proof one?
Nah, there's all these. I got so many. You guys, I have bundles and bundles and bundles. So I'll have to go back to it, okay? But what happens is I just froze because I got nervous. I don't know where I put it, but in this picture, the snapshot 1, snapshot 2, and then over here, you're going to see a really big face. I'll find it later. But that's where you get confirmation where like that, dude, this is the Nike base, okay? And some really disturbing shit happened there. It's
Well,
called this.
I really hope you remember we have a 10-year-old boy watching, Marie.
Oh yeah,
Just-
I'm so
just
sorry.
saying.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
We're very forgiving on this show, and I know
I'm
people
sorry.
get fired up. Don't apologize. I'm just saying, just be mindful.
Okay, so I want to show you
we try
another
to
one.
keep it family around here. Let me say this: you go to this place a lot.
Different places, yes. Now, what's happening is, remember I was telling you about my investigation? Well,
Yeah.
what's happening is now I'm I actually am I don't know how to say that, like I'm actually recognizing certain ones at certain locations. Okay. So yeah, that may look like a blob. I see a face, but this one looks like a monkey, and I have several monkey pictures at this one location. At the other location, it's different ones, right? So I'm starting to get I'm starting to do homework. Let's talk about this picture, which is kind of neat. Okay.
Okay.
Anybody who's watching this, okay. This is a really spooky picture. This is a video, but I only took a snapshot. In this video, it's actually up on my YouTube channel. It's called The Joker. Okay, right here.
I was about to say, I saw this one, or I saw part of your one about the Joker.
Oh, good. So here's the Joker. Actually, this is only one snapshot because there's 6. In this snapshot, I call him the Joker because
That he looks like him.
Well, he does look like a Joker. Look, his hat.
Like the Batman from the 60s.
Yeah, that's right. Batman, Robin. So look, he's got a red tongue. He's got his nose, his mouth. I know it's hard to see, and there's his weird ears, but look, it gets better. It's not just the Joker.
It's almost
Over
Mick
here's
Jagger.
over here's a trident. The trident is weapon.
I told you what I thought about this.
I know. It sticks. Carrie thinks it sticks. What about this, Carrie? What about this Bigfoot?
Okay, see, now that looks more like, that could possibly be a Bigfoot right there. Absolutely. But the Joker thing, I mean,
yeah.
This is not convincing enough for me, is all I'm saying. I'm not saying that's not what it is, but you're out there doing this. I'm not. Like I said, context means everything, and it should mean something to everyone watching this. I've looked through enough things like this that when you zoom in on something, especially digital, all kind of faces can pop out.
That's true. I agree with you. You can make a face out of accidentally moving fast. I understand that. But in this content, the reason why I like this picture is because I see the Joker. I see a Bigfoot face there. I see a Bigfoot face there. And I see his hand and his fingernail right there. And the weapon. So when you put all those together... Yeah, I know. You don't see
I'm
it.
sorry, Marie. I love you. When you say weapons, I'm just like, okay.
Well, what about this weapon?
This one, yes. When you said the Axe Man, okay. I mean, you actually saw this guy, didn't you?
Yeah, this is at a mining claim. See? So anybody who just watching, here's the deal. I call this guy the Axe Man.
It's decent, but still, it's still pixelated. It's more decent than any of the other ones, except for that first face you got was really good.
Look at the axe. Look at his axe. Right there is an axe. There's an axe. It's shiny. Here's his face. He even has hair. Isn't that great? Look at his fingers. 1, 2, 3. And see his shirt is blue. You see how it's like, this is a mining claim. Remember how the miners would have their shirts would be ripped. Remember?
Yeah.
They're Levi's.
That's right. Levi's down here. So the axe is undeniable. I know, you guys, I was there.
No, look, you are there. And I want people to respect you and take you seriously. And I want you to get clearer stuff. That's all I'm saying. Get clear, something that's more convincing, because like I said, you're the only one there, Marie. You know what this is. Showing anybody else and telling them, it all comes down to trust. They have to trust that. And I trust you. I do. I believe that what you saw, that's what was there. I've seen one. I can't tell you didn't see one. It's just when pictures, this one's not bad. There's I won't say the other ones are bad. They're just so zoomed in. It's so hard to convince anybody.
I agree.
That shadow thing is pretty creepy. It is. I gotta hand it to you. You've got a really good picture. That first green face was just great. And
Oh yeah,
that looks like it's moved. Whatever that is, it looks like it's moved. It's got a long, skinny arm. And, branches don't normally grow down. I'm just saying.
Oh, good point, Carrie. I didn't think of that.
I do have a point. It's why I wear a hat, usually.
Oh, ba-boom.
And then this one is the face. I mean, it's creepy. And I'm walking. And
Are you talking the whole time when you're walking?
Yeah, but not in this particular one. I'm
Okay.
with my dog and I'm talking to my dog.
We're going to work on getting you some good equipment.
I'm going to tell you something. I'll come back and talk. Like,
That's
I
what
mean,
Come back.
Oh, let me come back.
Come back.
Come back. Come back. What happened?
I'm sure they're just tripped out by hearing you coming in the woods going, what is she going to do next?
Yeah. So, okay, Mike, thank you. You like that picture. Good. Joseph is saying that I'm going too fast through the pictures. Why don't you tell him it's because you're saying you don't see it?
Look, Seven Pearls has a good point here. Pics are probably always going to be blurry, which thought wasn't true. We have seen some very clear stuff now, but you're talking about stabilized, and it's like one frame of video. Can I?
Yeah, yes, it seems like nobody ever starts out with clear pictures. Usually it's a process where you start.
Yeah, I think for a year,
and then get more.
I think for a year you're doing fantastic.
Let me talk about the blurriness.
Carrie, why are you mocking her?
Yeah.
What are you talking about, Wayne? Am I mocking you, Marie?
You're like, I don't see it. I don't see it. That's okay. And
well,
you know what?
Opinion.
It's okay though, because when they're blown up, they are. Look, I want to justify something. Okay, Carrie, you're right, because at the beginning, I'm taking pictures with my cell phone. There's no doubt about it. And then when I zoom in, I'm like, oh, I see it on the cell phone, right? When it's compressed, it's like, oh my God. When you put it on a screen, it is blurry. This is the first time you're seeing these. And right. I agree. But when I can show you 2,000 pictures consistently, right? Then you start to go, okay, something's happening there. So
I don't disagree with that, but I'm not mocking you. I'm trying to defend you here, actually.
Okay.
Because there's so many people that are going to be watching this and saying, well, I can't see that. I can't see that. And I'm kind of being on their side too, saying, we get it. Some people are not going to be able to see this. This is what I see here because I have no context for it. I'm not mocking you. I love you. I want you to have clear, beautiful, perfect pictures. That's going to be very difficult to get. But what I worry with when people put pictures up here is it going to convince anyone? Is this going to convince somebody that doesn't know who you are? That's the kind of quality that we put on our Facebook group. We don't. If you're not putting something up there with a comparison pic, comparisons would be another good thing for you. But I'm definitely not mocking you. Wayne, if you think I'm mocking her, man, I apologize for coming across that way. I'm actually trying to have fun with this. Hardly ever do that.
So like at the beginning, and this is actually good you're saying this, because there's other people out there that are going to be new and they're going to go, shoot, I just took a picture. You see that? I didn't cuss. You see that? They're going to go, shoot, I think I see something. And they're going to zoom in and they're going to zoom in and they're going to go, oh, I think I see something. We've seen it all the time, right? Now people know, from what I'm showing you the first time seeing it, that, content is important and it is important. Now, for me, I started off with the cell phone. Now I want to defend myself with another important thing. And that is where I'm at. I cannot walk around with my 4K camera and my microphones right now. It's like, I can't, I'll get busted. Like there are the places I'm going. I don't want to make a scene. That's my problem, Carrie. The guy that you see that you like, the green face guy, that was with my 4K camera. That's why. Yes. The third thing is that I believe that this is interdimensional, kind of like Mike from Ontario. I believe they cloak, they can travel, that maybe they're invisible and they're walking around our streets. Okay. I don't know. Right. But they determine, and our equipment can't, it's not that easy to get clear pictures. You know that, right? I mean,
No, it's very,
Maybe.
very difficult.
Okay. So that's all. It's just a little bit hard to start with. Some people
Yeah.
say they allow you to take the picture. I don't know about that. I believe it's certain times of the day, it's certain lighting. I also did an experiment with the summer solstice. Okay. What is the summer solstice? That is when the veil is the thinnest. Okay. And there are certain times where the sun will go down. I've been practicing. So like there's certain times the sun will go down and the ultraviolet rays are coming through just right where you can capture that picture. Sometimes you need to have the trees or the background so they have something to reflect from, right? So that's where a lot of it is. For me personally, another thing I want to say is I go out alone, Carrie, and I just can't be
That's
lugging
not
around. I know. And so I can't, there's times I got to run. Okay. There's times I'm running from my goddamn life, a gosh darn life. So the 4K camera, it depends on a lot of things, not just the camera. It's the time of day, the reflection.
You brought up something about, like, do you take your dog out there with you all the time or just some of the time? How does
Almost
your dog react when, because you hear where, dogs can get super scared, coward, not coward, but, they react to them. I mean, how does your dog react when you catch them?
So my dog is a Shar-Pei, and he's a born, the Chinese Emperor's guard dog. So he's always on this certain mode of, he's alpha. So he's always out front and he's always on guard and he's always in that mode. Sometimes he does, like, specifically, there was this time we were hiking, and I was doing my thing, and he just kind of like beeline, like his hair stuck up, and he was like trying to go down the path. And I was going, I don't see anything. I don't see anything. I don't see anything. He saw something. And then the next day, his mouth was swollen out to here, and something bit him inside, and it wasn't a snake bite. And he's still not right. So I'm like, did something bite him? There was no snakes. We have snakes. So for the most part, he's already on guard, right? And he's always like that. Second thing is, from the beginning, he's been doing this with me. So I think he might be used to it too, you guys.
Well, because you hear how horses deal with them differently as well. Some get used to them, and then, like Mark from Livewire said, his horses would, okay, you're there again, and they would just chill. So, every time is different. You just don't know.
You're right. And then lately, what's been happening after the bite, it's not a bite. Okay, I'm going to tell you what happened. The doctor he has big lips, right? He's a Shar-Pei. He took his lip, he looked inside, and inside his lip was one little burn mark. He goes, like as if he chewed on a piece of electric wire. It's up. It was like one, he goes, it's one blue. Like he said, like he chewed on an electric wire. What do you guys think of that?
That's
the first thing that popped in my head was he bit that electric fence at Nike.
No, he wasn't.
But I was being a smart aleck, so
No, we don't. I don't go near the fence because I know it's live. So, yeah. So the dog it was weird. It was weird because he never really he's always on guard. But this one, he was like, and I was pulling him back, and I'm like, stop. I started to get too deep into the woods. And again, I'm alone, and I'm in LA. There's freaks everywhere. Okay. It's dangerous. You know what I mean? If I'm finding this abandoned campground, I'm not going to even tell you what I've seen there before. But anyways, I got to be careful. And so the dog was weird. So I like what you're saying, Carrie, because it is with content. So I'm showing you some pictures that are pixelated because they were with my phone, right? For a couple of reasons. One, I'm new. 2, I can't lug around my equipment in fear of, well, running. I got to run for my life sometimes, you know? Let's go
Wow.
back to the singing. Okay. So I was on my YouTube channel. We were all talking about this. And I was like, well, it's weird because I automatically, because somebody noticed that I sing. And, you know, I'm not a good singer. You know, I sing like, you know, all my exes live in Texas because I'm nervous. Okay. So somebody said a brilliant idea. They go, remember in the Bible, it talks about the 7 trumpets of Jericho. Do you remember? The 7 trumpets of Jericho. They said there's 7 specific notes in that song. I don't remember. Was it Yankee Doodle Dandy or something like that, right? So I went back to the location and I sang that song. Because remember, if it's energy and vibration that if it's what I think, and they need the energy, I told you about the electric barbed wire fence. The campground has stream. What is stream? Energy, water, stream, energy. Okay. And then the vibration and energy. So a lot of my pictures, you'll see them like with their mouth open. They'll kind of be going like, she's here. What is she doing here? Right? It's freaking hysterical. A lot of pictures like that. Their eyes are open. So I always naturally sing. So then I started to sing. I went back to the location and practiced that. I was singing that song. And it kind of worked. So we were talking about the 7 trumpets and the different notes. And I was trying to test that theory, right? So one of the things is that A, they know me. B, I sing a lot. C, they know my energy, right? If we're all light bulbs, some of us are brighter than the others, right? You know, some of us are on a dimmer. Some of us third eyes, right?
Yeah,
So
that's true.
they see me coming. They know I'm singing. What a nutbag, okay? What a nutbag. And where that singing was is where I captured the Axeman. Isn't that weird? You know, like
That is weird. I actually got Cosmic Grandmaster had something to say on here earlier. Oh, and real quick, look, if I came off as mocking, I do apologize. That wasn't my intention. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate in a very nice way here, and I don't want to upset you at all, Marie. I do respect you, and I respect what you're doing out there, and if I came off as mocking, I do apologize. Absolutely.
It's okay because that's what other people are going to say. So you might as well do it now, right?
No, we're not going to let them.
Well,
No, I mean,
I said that. Just hold your comments. If you don't have anything nice to say, just don't say anything at all.
Who's to say how you're supposed to act out there, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you're not in camo, and
That's right.
you know,
Whatever works for you.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it seems like you're having fun doing it, and you know, it's like Harry said, whatever works for you. I mean, you got to go by your gut on this, your intuition, and
Well, I do like what Carrie said though, and it makes so like some of the pictures that are zoomed in. What is the full picture? You asked me, Bradley, earlier, how far away am I? And I didn't think of that. Like I should have showed you. It's a big campground, and then there's a big dry bed, and I'm walking around singing, and I'm flipping around like this. You know what I mean? And so then when I get home, I'm like, oh my god, oh my, you know, and that's okay because I see him, I know what it is, and it's getting better, but that's good for new people to know, right?
Yeah, and for you, you're not afraid to do whatever you think works. And I think that's important too. You know, there's a lot of people that are not comfortable in their own skin out there, you know, intentionally looking for these creatures. You know, at least you're open enough to try something new that might possibly work. Tell us what happened with your dog disappearing.
Oh my gosh. You guys know about that? Okay. So there's another location. It's called the Baby Cemetery. Yeah. You picked the wrong person. I'm a talker.
well, we're all dog people, so it's
My dog is everything to me. I'm a single white female. Okay. All I have is that dog and my YouTube. And you know what I mean? Like, so this is a different location. And a lot of my videos are up if anybody wants to review. It's called the Baby Cemetery. Now, once again, history. You got to go for history, energy, legends, Indian, okay? Because the Indians were more in tune with the earth's vibration. Am I right? They probably saw this stuff, you guys. When, maybe they had peyote. What did they probably, they probably were a little smoking the pipe, but hey, I'll tell you something. Oh, I don't want to say it because it's not good. Sometimes when my brain is really weak at night, right before you go to sleep and your brain's really weak, man, that's when you whip out that phone and you review the pictures and you're like, now I see it because my brain is opened up. So, look, it works. Okay, so there is this location. It's called the Baby Cemetery. It's because I live in an old pioneer town, okay? And the Baby Cemetery, there's a really big wash. And I went out there, and I don't have the picture because I don't want to scare you guys right now because, okay, so I'm out there with the dog, and it was exactly like 411. So I'm out there walking, and the what do you call it where we're on? I'm not going to say the word where we're not supposed to go out of our house. I don't want to get the flag. I went out to hike along the wash where the Baby Cemetery is. Guess what else? There's a hangman trees there from the pioneer days. It's a nice location. Right next to the wash, they built a bike route. Well, I didn't want to walk next to somebody, okay, that might, sneeze on me, right? So I did something I never did, and I went inside the wash. And again, the land is a lot bigger than you think. There's big boulders and big trees. Okay. So I walked to a location inside the wash that I am not familiar with. And as I walk in deep into the wash, way out there, my dog never leaves my sight. Never, ever. He's not on a leash. He's one of those good dogs. And I was talking, and all of a sudden it started to rain. And I was like, it started to rain. And it started to rain. And I turned around, and I'm in the spot in the wash I never go. I turn around, and the dog's gone. And I start yelling his name. I'm like, Wheelie, Wheelie, Wheelie. Now the rain drowned out my voice. And he couldn't hear me. And I panicked. I called 411. I didn't know what to do. I was running. And I have some pictures in this location. Okay. And I can't find the dog. He's gone. He never, ever leaves my side. But just when I lost him, I snapped a picture of this thing wearing a blue shirt. Okay. It looked like it's a weird picture. And then later I found that I'm screaming his name. I can't find him for 45 minutes. And I start running like a mad person. And I called 411. They're like, what are we going to do, lady? I called my friends. What are we going to do? And I just went, oh my God. And I started like on my knees, and I'm like, please, you guys, please give him back to me. Please. He's all I have. Please don't take my dog. Please. I'm really upset. And then my friend goes, go back to your car. I go, he'll never find the car. I'm deep. I'm a mile away from where I normally go. And it was raining, and you couldn't hear, and I was screaming. And so I go, okay. And I went back to my car, and he was sitting by the car.
Dogs are smart. They just are. You got to love
right?
that.
He had a weird look in his eye, guys. The look in his eye was like somebody abducted him and put him back. Like he was looking at me. And as I was running toward him, when I saw him, I'm like, oh my God, I was running. He had this look in his eye, like a blank look. And like, where have you been, or where have I been? And I was like, dude, you guys for real. And I'm
That's
like,
trippy.
I think that I'm not lying. I mean, this dog never leaves my side, and it started to rain, just like Missing 411. What always happens in Missing 411? Rain comes. Okay.
Yeah, weather is usually a part of that, I think.
Yeah. And then later I found some pictures. Now I'll show you a picture of the portal I took in that wash. Like a portal, like something happened, you guys, in that wash.
Is that the wagon wheel?
No, I'm going to show you, a wagon wheel.
Yeah. That's on one of your videos, or you talked about with the Joker, there was a wagon wheel portal.
Oh no, that was a square door, dude. That one. Oh God. The wagon wheel. Okay, I'm glad you brought that up. So the wagon wheel, that is, here we go. The wagon wheel, that's in my missing 411. It's called Devil's Punch Bowl. This is the wash where the dog went missing. You see, now I know you may say it's a flare. Gary.
No, I'm not saying anything.
I'm just messing. So
I'm a
this
video guy. I
this
saw these. It's very interesting.
it's very interesting, but it's like, so here, this is huge. This is a condo. Here's a car. This is not a little baby tiny raindrop. This is a couple days before he went missing, but the same location. Okay. So here is something very bizarre. And then this is before it lands. You see it's in the air here. And I'm not good at editing. All I'm doing is just putting the color so, because it's hard to see.
And this is video?
This was snapshot. Yeah, actually, it is a video. It is a video.
Because, I mean, it doesn't look like any lens flare I've ever seen. And if it's video, you can definitely tell if it's lens flare because it's moving with the camera.
I see. So here it looks like, to me, Carrie, it looks like it's flying. I mean, like I see little monsters here, but it looks like it's flying. Watch this. Looks like it's flying. Okay, so we go like this. It was snap in the air, boom, it landed, and then look, this hair. Look at this hair.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's
holy, huh?
You guys see that?
Yeah.
Like that was it. Boom, boom, boom. Now this is like, and then you add to it, the dog went missing a week later in that same location. Like, I think they were messing with me.
That's like right up on you.
Now, did you know that was there when you took that pic, or after the fact?
No, after the fact. I mean, that's weird. That's my cell phone. It's not. I don't have hairy hands.
I do. I have extremely hairy hands. I
don't have hairy hands. You have this one. Boom, boom, and then boom, 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 boom. That's trippy.
That is trippy.
I can actually see like warping there too.
Before we take this down, show the picture of the one that you got in the tree, because that's a really good one. There's something in that tree, and I believe you tell me it's a Bigfoot, I'll believe you.
Which one?
The one that's in the top of the tree, holding on to the
One
trunk.
second.
I know you sent it to me.
Oh, this one?
No.
Oh yeah, the trunk.
He's hanging on in the top of the tree.
Is he? Which one?
He's up in the treetop. That's
What's-
not it.
This one?
No. It's not one we saw
This
yet
one?
on here. We haven't seen it on here yet. No.
Have you seen this one? That's a bathroom. That's a full-size bathroom. That's a full-size bathroom. This could be pareidolia, but it's pretty bizarro because
Well, if that's the full-size bathroom, whatever that is massive.
Totally.
No, it's taken from 50 yards away. You can see the whole tree, and you can see there's something in the tree holding on up top.
Carrie, this is a full-size restroom at the park, at that abandoned campground. This is the roof. His hand is on the roof. This is him, and this is Junior right here holding a stick. This is unaltered. I don't know how to edit. It's no dots. I didn't do anything. This is natural raw. It's pretty good.
Yeah, that's big, whatever it is.
That's a full-size bathroom, like 9 feet tall.
Yeah, well, and that's a 20-footer.
They're like, what is she doing here again? Okay,
There's a 30-footer behind him. Yeah, I know.
I see. I know which one you mean. This one?
Yeah, there it is.
There we go, guys. I forgot. Okay, this is a good one. So the first video I took of a bit of my creatures, then
that's not nothing.
Okay, tell me.
That's something in that tree. Without
you guys love it. This is a good one, huh?
That is a good one. Well, there's context. You can see the whole tree. You can see the background.
Okay. This is again with my cell phone. You just never know with the lighting, guys.
Right.
So I'm way up in the mountains. if anybody knows, off of the 5 freeways called Gorman, before they made the 5 freeway, there was called a Ridge Route Road, which was a road. There's more content to this. So this road, this is an abandoned type road that's called Ridge Route Road before they made the freeway. And there was an abandoned location up there of a 1920s hotel.
Oh, cool.
But it gets better. In this location, by the way, it's called Sandberg. In this location, so I'm way up in the mountains, you guys, again, alone. Okay, I'm like, oh, I wonder where this road goes. Let me see the abandoned hotel. Well, there was nothing there. But in this location where the abandoned hotel was from the 20s is also the location where they found the largest concord bird in California. So it's not a coincidence.
Could that be a bear? Possibly.
Could be. But I know. I've already toyed with this.
It's just a possibility. If you didn't see it yourself, that's the only other explanation to me. Is that? But I don't know.
Watch this.
Do bears climb to the top of trees like that? I don't know.
Does a bear smile?
If it's eating honey.
So like, here's what's weird is the knee is bent, which I know bear's knees bent, but this one's bent. Here's a hand hanging onto something.
Yeah, I was looking at all that.
That mouth. Look, and the nose. That's not a bear's nose.
Yeah, that does look like a face. I give you that.
Again, I go back to Trippy. I mean,
yeah. So when you take in content all of my evidence, then it starts to become okay. Yeah, that one's blurry, but this one, it kind of like when you put all the pieces together, right?
I would tell anybody go to one of your live shows, absolutely. And I know the guest you had on there that night had a really great story too. I'd like to get him on here to tell his story.
Oh, Argo,
yeah.
This one is weird, you guys, because this is just random stuff. Now, here's what happened, you guys. I didn't realize I had this picture until 2 months later. I was going through my phone deleting stuff, and I'm like, what is that? I don't know if you can see, but right down here is a fence. I mean, I don't know, you guys. This is Southern California. We don't have bears hanging around. Yeah.
I mean, it all has to go together. You got to connect dots sometimes. You're out there, you're experiencing Bigfoot. Have you got to see one really clearly just with your own 2 eyes yet?
Not like you, no. I saw something else though. Like I've seen, like when they cloak carry, I've seen their reflection like shadow walking. It's scary. Like
how far away were you when you saw that?
Like I don't know, like usually maybe less than a football field or something.
Are we done? Do I need to pull it now?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you about cloaking for a second. And I know nobody really knows. I mean, somebody might know, but I don't know anybody that really knows. But I want to know what you think. Okay. You say these creatures cloak. I have no reason to doubt that. I believe they can do something to hide themselves. Do you think it's a mechanism? Do you think it's something they turn on and off? Or do you think it's the hair? What do you think it is?
Most of the pictures, Carrie, they have a rod. Most of the pictures, they have a rod. So here's one of my beliefs. One of my beliefs is like the Ontario's Mike. Like, I believe they were the first humans. Like, we were mixed with the Anunnaki and DNA to da-da-da-da-da. Okay.
Okay, that's a theory.
I believe they were the first humans. I mean, Earthlings. Sorry, Earthlings. And over time, if you're here, I don't know how many years. I don't want to speculate. I'm not a scientist. But over time, you would... Yeah, somebody just wrote, how big is that tree that a bear that's 600 pounds? I know that was a thin tree. That tree that it was... Anyways, back to your question. I believe that they're ancient ones. And over time, they've developed, let's just say they developed far more advanced than us, maybe to mind wise, maybe they're mine, right? Like, and most of my pictures, I see them holding a stick or a rod, and I have clear cut pictures of their, like maybe the picture's blurry, but you'll see like they're like a paw, Carrie, not just a hand, but like you'll see, like it's not like they're grasping, it's like a paw. I see like a paw holding rods all the time, all the time.
When you say a rod, you mean like a staff or something?
Sometimes it's a staff, sometimes it's my trident. That's why I'm trying to show you the trident.
I just had to dog on you about that.
Yeah, no. But like sometimes they, so another time, Carrie, I'm going to tell you, I see it's like it's a walking beat stick. You know, like a cop has, where it's straight with an angle. It has a little handle.
Mhm.
You know how cops have that straight one with a handle? Sometimes they look like that. Like there's a little, like it's long, and then there's a little thing out. So a lot of times I see that. Now, but in the cloaking ability or their magic, you can't see everything. And I'm still trying to figure out, why is it that most of the time you see 99% of the time you see their eye. I see the white in their eyes. These may be a little bit blurry because it's on the internet, but I can see the white in their eyes. And when you see the eyeballs all the time come through, the faces all the time come through. I have a lot of body pictures, but it's weird. I don't get it. I'm going to show you. I need to show you one other picture though, because somebody mentioned something and I forgot. I want to show you a comparison, my picture to one of Mark Bell's. It's very interesting.
And you just brought up a good point too about like your pictures, you can see it. Then when you put it on the internet, it's tougher. I mean, have you done the side by side? Like here it is, here it is on the internet. You know, it's just a you know, it's like, Carrie, we talked about this the other night about how sometimes stuff doesn't upload with the way YouTube compression, blah, blah, blah stuff that I don't understand. But, you know, it's, you know, I mean, could that be part of the issue? You think that, Marie?
Well, I'm going to tell you something that you may delete me as soon as you hear it.
Let me get ready.
She's whack.
Let me get ready here.
Sometimes the pictures become clearer later on that day. I don't know how.
Like Back to the Future.
I think that's probably you just seeing it a little bit clearer.
Yeah, like maybe at night it's dark.
I've done the same thing.
You know what I mean? You're like,
exactly
I didn't see anything. And then at night it's dark and you're going, oh, there it is. I don't know. But yeah, so the answer is yes, Bradley. Of course, like when you play, YouTube's going to knock the quality down for sure. And a lot of people watch YouTube. Yeah. And not only that, though, like some people watch it maybe, Carrie, like on their phone. And of course, it's clear. Some people watch on the TV and it's blurry. So a lot of times I've been trying to upload videos where I make the faces small or the image small because people are watching on the TV. And then I get people go, Marie, you know, it's too small, so you can't win. It's like, you know. I don't know.
Well, you know, someone gave me some really good advice. You know, one of the only times I ever researched Bigfoot, I showed you some of the pictures I had. And the way I captured those was I was stabilization, because it's digital. And it doesn't matter. I mean, what does matter is when you're filming, frame rate, your bit rate, how fast it's being processed. But if you're not stable and you're videoing and you move just a little, the farther away things get, the more digital interlace you end up getting. And I probably have a stabilizer in this closet right here. I will send you if it'll help you.
Oh, yeah.
Because it helped me. He was absolutely right. The more stable I was, the clearer the image was that I was able to get. And look, the only time I ever saw a Bigfoot clearly, that was the very first time I ever even knew they existed. I've gotten a few glimpses years later, but he was holding a tree, never let go of it. His hand was on a tree. So I think they just do that. They got to have some kind of stick, staff, pole, whatever tree in their hand. I don't know. Maybe it's a comfort thing. Who knows?
Well, the other thing is the Chinese scientists not too long ago, they determined that every single tree is connected because the roots go way deep. And that root touches another root, and all the roots in the trees are connected around the world, which is like a grid, right? Like an energy grid. I can tell you that most of the time you see these guys when they're with either oak trees or the forest pine trees. And those are very strong trees. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see them on a pepper tree or on a palm tree. You know what I mean? Like, maybe that is like an antenna carry. That's why he's holding it. You know, like it's not a rod, but maybe it's got the energy, right?
Could
and
be.
they can tap into that.
Could very well be. I definitely am not an expert on any of that stuff. All I know is they exist, and I want to get all the information out there about them that I can. Whatever you've experienced, I want other people to hear your experiences. Now, are you ready for some questions from the chat? Because I think we're about there, aren't we?
Oh yeah, let's do it. But wait, can I show one picture? That's it. One picture. I forgot to show you.
Whatever
Find
you
it.
like. Let's do that.
I got the carry proof one here. Let me see.
I love that. That is so funny.
Great.
I'm
Gary,
so
keep
glad
breaking
you're
it.
doing this. I'm glad I wasn't trying to go through these and show this stuff. I'm glad you were able to do that.
Okay, I wanted to show you this last picture, and we'll be good, and then we can chat. Tell me what do you see it? Do you see it?
I see what Mark's got over here. I see this face, kind of.
And then over
I
here,
guess.
it's going to be hard because we're on the internet as usual.
Right.
But here's my guy. I know it's the internet, but he's got the same fur. I'm telling you, it's the same fur. Wait, just watch with me, okay? Same fur. Okay, fur. Watch this. You ready? This is a bone, and this is a bone.
How do you know that's a bone?
I know.
Okay.
Well, I don't know for sure, but maybe it's his antenna.
A bonehead.
But I mean, like, I know this is really bad because I can see his eyes clearly. See, Mark's is obviously really good, but this one, because mine's a cell. This bone and this bone. This is amazing. And I took this picture. This isn't just any picture. Next to this creature is the full-grown gorilla Bigfoot with the baby. It's not just any picture. Very hard to see, but you get the idea.
No, I can kind of see it a little bit now that I looked at it for a minute.
Okay.
I do, actually. I do see what you're talking
about. This is actually a bone. This is like a bone.
A bone.
Or maybe they were fur animals. You know what I mean? Like maybe they wear their kill. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe that's a...
That is interesting thought.
You know,
yeah.
Again, trippy.
And then like in Mark's picture, here's what I see is this glowing is the energy, you know, like again, we were talking about
like an X-ray.
Yeah.
You know, X-ray is she looking, if that's a word.
Yeah. So this is me and this is Mark.
You don't know what enhancements they might have done over there. You know, that's another thing about, you know, sometimes you just have to put a different filter on it to make it look different.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that could be that. Or it could just be the light shining off of it and the effect it is having on the aperture of the camera or the lens of the camera.
But I will hope people can at least see the eyeballs. I'm telling you, man, it's trippy.
But
no, it definitely is. That's definitely a trip.
You know what's so cool about it, though, Marie, is your story and
I'm gonna pull this. Sorry, we're listening.
Yeah, and I'm sitting here leaning into my 15-inch computer so I can see it. You know, your story about how you do it is just, you know, I keep going. Trippy is the word for today, right? I mean, it's just, you know, you do it your own way and you own it, and you know that's unique and different from what you normally hear, and you know, I think it's kind of cool, actually. You know, I mean, because there's not the Bigfoot encyclopedia, there's not the rule book. You know, what I like about, you know, this channel is, you know, it's, you put it out there, and if you choose to believe it, you do. If you don't, you don't. But then you always have it in the back of your mind that I heard this, and then, you know, it might, you know, a month, a year, whatever, you'll hear something, you go, bam, Marie was talking about that, or you know, somebody else, and so. You know, it's, you know, it's very Seinfeld-ish how you go about doing this. And what I mean is, you know what I mean? I mean, you're owning your own way of doing it, and you're cool with it. And I think that's
great. Right, because everybody was trying one way, right? The trail cams, everyone was trying. Yeah, I just started winging it, and I'm like, yes, Some of it, I'm new. Imagine 1 year. Imagine me in 5 years.
Well,
Yeah.
you're very high energy and just a beautiful person. You know, you probably shouldn't have said that you were a single white female, because I think once we put your email up here, you're probably going to get some marriage proposal.
Call me. Just call me.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Here's Seven Pearls asked, Marie, do you think they are toying with you?
All the time. When they took my dog, they thought that was fun. No way. Now, let's back up.
You froze up for a second. Say that again.
Yeah,
When they took your dog.
Yeah, if you think they're toying with me, I do think they're toying with me. That dog was like, we have control, Marie. That was huge. You got to know, this dog he's smart. He doesn't leave. Now, the other thing I want to tell you is really funny is if anybody goes and watch the video of the Joker, you'll see I play it, and you'll see he's there and he's looking and he turns and then he sticks his tongue out. He's playing with me.
I saw that today.
There you go.
I mean, you know, I don't know why I went to that one, but you know how you read titles of videos.
Yeah.
What kind of? So I'm thinking Joker. Okay, this is, you know, it's intrigued me, and I saw, you know, how you presented it, and I was like, son of a gun.
So one more thing, the video where they whistle, it's called The Whistle. It's hard to see, but now you see a little bit of my way I see it. Because that's another thing, Carrie, you need to tell people, like, I may see stuff different than David Hollis. David Hollis sees it in his way, and that's how he edits, right? And everybody sees it differently, and that's okay, because we need to collectively put that together one day.
I love David. I do. He's a great guy. I talked to him several times. I never could see any of his stuff. I just couldn't. And it's probably me. You know, I'm probably looking for something specific. And I think that's part of an issue too, is people have it in their head already what they think they should be looking for. And these creatures tend to not look like that. And I've seen some of what he was pointing out, not to get off on Dave, but I mean, just a great guy. He's having experiences. Something's going on there. And I felt bad that I didn't want to tell him, yeah, I see it, when I didn't, you know.
He's here. He's here. He's here. He's hearing you.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Anyway,
love you, Dave. Love you. Dave.
So I know what you're saying. It's very.
He knows
important.
all this. I'm not telling anything that he doesn't know.
Everybody sees stuff differently, and so same thing with David. I really couldn't see because the way he did the fluorescent colors. But then when I started to recognize how he's seeing them, I saw it. So that's all. That's all that is, Carrie. Now back to the playing part. In the video where they whistle, it's hard to see, but I come around the bend. And you'll see, I call him Smiley. He's got dreadlocks and he has a broken nose. He has a big broken nose. I've seen him before. And he has a hat on and it's in the video. And he'll go, and he's going like this. And he goes, and then he goes back. So yes, they play with me.
Oh, that is a trip.
It was a trip. Imagine.
We've heard it so many times that they just like to mess with people. And I don't know.
It's almost, you know, they want to see how you react. I mean, if you're going to freak out, then somebody wins a bet, you know, Sasquatch bet. Oh, we got her. I got her. You know, look at her run, right?
They probably have a lot of fun with you.
That's the part that scares me is I don't get scared. I'm like walking right in and I'm like, hey guys. But except when he was in my house, that's when I got scared because it was startled me. But I will tell you the truth. I know this is going to sound crazy, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But when I came around the bend, I was on the phone with Renee and I came around the bend and all my lights are out because I'm a tightwad. All my lights are out. And I saw something, maybe because the lights are out. And I saw this like image, you know, like just like I saw something. I don't know what it was. And I went, oh my God. And my whole body got like electrified. And it kept increasing. Now that could have been fear, but it kept like tingling and tingling. I was like, oh. And then I went, oh my God. And I go, let me snap a picture. And I snapped the picture. And that's the one you saw, the white face. And I almost feel like I startled him and he startled me. You know what I mean? That's what I feel like. He was like, we're busted. We're in the kitchen getting candy. I don't know.
It sounds like they probably, you know, it's like that commercial with Daryl, the Bigfoot. You know, I'm trying to do this and nobody's paying attention. And, you know, you're doing something different. And that's, you know, everybody has their theory or whatnot, but I could just imagine, you going in the woods singing, and they're going, "Who is this? What's this girl's deal? Let's try to screw with her." Who knows, right?
There's pictures where their eyes are wide open and their mouths are open. They're like, "What?" I mean, it's hysterical because they're like, "She's nuts."
I'm looking for questions here. If you guys have a question for Marie, put it in all caps for me. It makes it a lot easier for me.
Somebody asked about the evil. Okay. Somebody asked about the evil, Carrie.
Okay. All right.
Am I evil?
So,
Metallica
Francisco said, "Where do you live? My God."
Don't be blunt.
So of course there's evil. Okay. And part of my research is also, there he is. Part of my research is, one of the places I go to is a cemetery, and it's a modern cemetery. And I do witness, I see Bigfoots there, and I think there's a little bit of a spiritual war going on. I know it's going to sound crazy, but I see like I think there's something going on, like there's some bad and then there's some good, and I see them fighting. Like I think there's some people protecting the souls and some people are trying to get the soul. It's something bizarre. So I do believe there's evil. Now, let me just reiterate. The Bible shows us what the devil looks like. The Bible describes to us what angels look like, the devil looks like. They describe it. But unless you've seen them, I don't know if the Joker was a good one or a bad one. I don't know. I filmed a fairy. It's all on 4K camera. It was rare. It's blue and it flies away. So so is there evil? Yes. How do I know which one it is? I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
Well, that's the thing. I don't think you can trust them either way.
Yeah.
One way or the other. Here we go. Marie, take a compass and see if it reacts strange to energy portals or vortex. There's some good advice right there.
So I have a little bit of a head start because I did do ghost stuff for a little bit, remember? So I have all of my ghost gear, EMF, and I think I can get away with the EMF like that person's asking.
Tell you something. We did that. We took you know what a millimeter is?
Yeah.
I was with Mark and Melanie Zasky. We were down in South Florida, and we're walking through this place, and we're outside in the woods. We're 1,000 yards from Beeline Highway in the woods, and Melanie is holding this meter, and it would spike up to 200, 250 just for a couple seconds and then go away. That's EMF. EMF causes a lot of these things that people, makes you hear voices, it make you sick, disoriented, make you lose time. And if it's this, something was doing it out there, because you can take a EMF meter in your house, hold it up to the outlet and get up 2 milligauss or 3, 250. I mean, that's dangerous, especially, for an extended period of time. That's that I just want to put that out there.
You're right.
Something going on with EMF, I believe.
There's something to do with, that's why I was trying to tiptoe a little bit with you guys and let you know, like talking about the Nike base, there's something to do with energy. There's energy. I was at the, somebody lives. There's something to do with energy, and they need to use it like the trees and stuff. Like this little thing I made, it's a
Ghostbusters.
It's like, this is badass.
Foam, right?
Huh?
It shoots foam? Like Ghostbusters.
Yeah, no, I put the SP7 Spirit Box through it, and then the, it's got the pedals. And I don't. Anyways, you can talk to them, but I don't want to go there yet. And this thing I just got. This is a custom radio that's a Spirit Box. Okay, and the reason I have this one is because now I can easily carry this, and nobody will know. You know what I mean? It's a hand one. You see, so I can go to these locations, like Carrie said, with my EMF now. This is a ghost box, complete, all one shot. So now I can put this in my pocket, and weirdos in LA won't know what I'm up to, right? But I do believe, Carrie, the EMF and the veil is thin. The veil is thin. We've had cameras for 25 years, cell phones for 10, 15 years. Why is it all of a sudden this phenomena is happening? The veil is thin. And we need to have
you may be right. You may be 100% right. Here's one right here. Still Crazy Chris. Why are you running? What kind of cell phone? Samsung, Apple? What kind of megapixel and or video does?
Okay, so let me tell you guys this trick. With my phone, I have a Samsung 9. Okay. And one of the tricks I want to teach everybody right now is go into your settings, go into the settings and change your camera to 1080p. That's the first thing you do. Okay.
Right.
And also you can change this because it comes standard 720. Then when we upload it, now we're at 400. You know what I mean? So change the setting and make sure it has the stabilization on. So when you're walking around, what do you got, Carrie?
I'm an iPhone guy. I can't do Samsung.
I'm an iPhone guy too.
I'm on an iMac. I've got, it's always, I don't know. Linda can't stand Apple. Linda and I are juxtaposed on quite a few things. I'm an Alabama fan, have been my entire life. She's an LSU fan. We're a house divided. That's all I can say.
Well, I'm a Raider fan, so there you go.
There you go. we do both like the Saints, so I guess that's all right. But yes, thank you for that, Chris. Thank you for letting me know, because I miss a lot of stuff on here, guys. Y'all don't get upset with me if I don't ask your question. It's because the chat's moving by, and it's different for me on here than it is for you guys on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about, don't you, Marie? I'm looking for all caps here. I'm really not reading much anything else.
So somebody asked where the river was where my dog went missing.
Oh yeah, the wash.
No,
it's Santa Clarita or whatever.
Yeah. So just so anybody who knows, it's it's called Lost Canyon. Oh my God! See, it's called Lost Canyon. Oh my! I'm gonna take a picture and put it up.
You just made that sudden moment. I love that moment of realization on your face right there. That was beautiful.
Oh my God. It's called Lost Canyon. Oh my God. I love when I get these God shots and you put all the pieces together, you know?
The epiphanies. They're wonderful. Here's
word salad.
Yeah. Word. That's
no, it's Sand Canyon Wash. Sand Canyon Wash. And it's called Lost Canyon. You go under the thing and you can hike. It's got the bike trail. But don't go on the wash.
I got a question here from Miss Nidra. Nidra Smith says, is the area you got to have much other Bigfoot traffic? Other foot traffic, like people? There are a lot of people out there?
Yeah, that's my problem currently. That's why I went and got this. Like, I know how to talk to the spirits. I'm really good, but I don't want to open that door because it's spooky. I've done it a few times. So that's why I got this, so people won't see what I'm up to. It does have a lot of foot traffic, only because of the recent, you know what, we're not allowed to leave the house. But the abandoned campground, not really.
You're not even allowed to leave the house. You can say COVID on here. I don't really care.
Okay.
What about the Nike base? Does a lot of people go out there?
A lot of people do, like, not a lot, but it's known. Like, a lot of bicycle people go all the way to the top. It's a truck. It's a trek. When you get to the top of the mountain, remember this is the Nike base from 1958. Over here is the launch pad, still intact, with a crane. Don't tell me they're not doing something underground. Okay? So over here's a Nike base. And so this mountain range, you look down, you see all of Los Angeles, you know, and on the other side, you see Santa Clarita. So there is traffic. Not a lot. That's why they can roam. But I think, Carrie, like, I think some of the ancient ones, they when they don't have to cloak, you know what I mean? Like the ones that are in Washington and the deep forest and Oregon and stuff. I think the ones here, I don't want to get into it because it's too spooky. But
the ones there, they just scare you and you go run, and the ones here, they got to do something different.
Look,
And I was being a little tongue in cheek with that, but I mean,
7 years.
no.
7 years. I had them all around me. I know they were around me. They had to be close to me, but I only saw them once when they wanted me to absolutely see them. That was the only time. And I know he wanted me, because if he wanted to hurt me and get me, he would have snuck up on me and got me. He wanted me to know he was coming. Absolutely. I believe that. I'll believe that forever. Let's do one more, and then we'll call it a show. How do you feel about that?
Good with me. I had a great time.
This has been a good
All right.
show.
Well, yeah, well, definitely. You're so entertaining. We want to get you back here for sure. I think our next late show, we're going to get Mark back on here from Livewire. We'll talk about all that in a little bit. Cosmic Grandmaster. Nope, that's not a question. Come on. Where did I say? I know I saw one question on here, and now I can't find it. Marie, you're looking through there.
Yeah, I can't see any caps. People don't. I don't see. But yeah. So the other thing that's interesting is let me back up and make sure I explain this other thing. It's good to know. I did mess around with the ghost. Everybody wanted to be a ghost investigator, right? So I started to, like, if there's such a thing as your third eye or the psychic ability or something, right? Like, I'm really good at the voices. I did a thing 2 weeks ago. It's on YouTube. You know that girl that went missing from Glee, Nyla Riviera?
Yeah.
I was just sitting here and was just goofing around it's a big no-no for me. I don't open that door, right? And I just started talking to the spirit box, and it was like, I'm like, who's the guy that's always in the tree? The one you just saw. And he goes, Thor. And I'm like, oh, and I'm like, oh, no, now I know his name is Thor. I'm like, now I know you're Thor. And then
his name.
And then that's a good name. And then I started saying, hey, what's going on with Nyla? This is before that actress was found. And you guys, whenever you guys are busy, but on the YouTube channel, it says, don't go back. And I'm like, what do you mean don't go back? I'm hearing this live. I go, hey, do you guys know my dog's name? I'm just asking questions. I'm engaging. Do you guys know my dog's name? Do you guys know my dog's name? You know my dog. You know what a dog is? Do you guys know what a dog is? That's how I am. I'm just naturally who I am. I'm a goof. I'm like, do you guys know what a dog is? And I'm like, what's his name? I go, he's a dog. And the spirit box goes, you already said that. And I'm like, and I'm eating ice cream. I'm a nut. I go, I know I already said that, but you never answered me. Like, I hear it live, right? And it's all on video. So,
lovely. We have a question before you get off on something else. Here, let's do this from Seven Pearl. Do you think that's their way of trying to separate your soul from a person and use souls as their host? The EMF at Bigfoot Odyssey. Seven Pearls, I wouldn't have any idea. I don't even know if these things have a soul or not. That's a theological endeavor to get into all that. Maybe. I would really have to think about that for sure.
Poppy has a question.
Who?
Poppy Two Bears.
Oh, Gordon. That's Gordon. Want to get Gordon back on for a late show too. Marie, why do you think these beings are engaging us more frequently now? And it's becoming obvious. It is, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a higher calling. There's something big happening. Whether it's we have to repair the planet, or if there's something huge, the veil is absolutely thin. That's why we're all experiencing this. Now, I don't know what it is, but I do know we have to be ready and open. It's something. I keep getting these weird feelings. It's a spirituality thing. Because think about it. We've lost our touch with spirituality. And if you talk about the lockdown, if anybody did the lockdown, and you stop working and going crazy, start feeling the vibration of the planet. We don't even talk to God anymore. Religion. Like, there's something, I don't know. I just know that they're showing themselves because there is something that's going to be revealed. How's that?
Now, quasi-devil's advocate, could it be that since people are becoming more and more comfortable talking about it, and with with the YouTube, right? And that was another Seinfeld reference. But could it just be that everybody is you're seeing it all over the place now? People are talking about it. It's becoming more normal than it was than back in the 80s or the
People
90s or
more comfortable talking
yeah.
about it now that
I mean,
it's out.
People
Yeah,
aren't
that's
so like, you're not, if I say, oh, I saw this, 20 years ago, everybody go, oh, you're nuts.
Yeah.
Now it's
Yeah.
like, it's more accepted, I guess is a word.
Yeah, exactly. I do believe that. Like, because YouTube has been around for a while, but how come it excelled so fast, so quickly on if you said to somebody, oh yeah, I took a picture. I was at my eye doctor's yesterday. I go, yeah, I took a picture of Bigfoot. Let me show you. And she went, oh yeah. And I'm like, in the past they'd go, yeah, right. But now she's saying, oh yeah.
Yeah, they take and have your dealer's name, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, you guys. I just know that I do know that this is a small community, and I think that we need to,
Getting bigger. It is getting bigger.
Is it?
Yes,
Well,
it
I don't know.
is.
I only have 10 people that subscribe to me.
Well, I'm going to tell everyone right now, make sure you go and subscribe to Bigfoot Ghost Paranormal. Marie has a great live show. You should definitely show up for that. Tomorrow at 8:00 p.m. Central, we're going to be doing the drawing to give away 4 prizes: night vision binoculars, digital zoom. They record, $550 value, to radios. They are walkie-talkies essentially, but they're like 50 channel radios, work up to 36 miles, and they come with earpieces. Yes, perfect for researchers that work together and want to be apart. Or for somebody in the bathroom in the back, hey, can you bring me some, TP right quick? One person will get 2 of the Black Web 20,100 milliamp hour battery banks. These things will charge your cell phone 10 times. Yeah. One of them will it'll charge your laptop about 7 times. And you're going to get 2 of those and a t-shirt. We may have some other stuff we might give away. I've got a bunch of Dixie Cryptid stickers. Me and Cam are working on a project together. He sent me a ton of Dixie Cryptid stickers. So whoever wins, I may send a few of that stuff like that. But you guys that are entered, a few people messaged me today. Hey man, can I hurry? Can I enter? Yeah, I'll let those people in. But it's all set. All the names are down. Everybody has their number. We're gonna get it drawn out at 8:00 tomorrow, right here live. You don't have to be here to win. Just make sure you watch in case you did win, so you can send me your address, because I got to mail the stuff out to you. But Marie, thank you so much for being here. Definitely want to get you back on. You're love your energy. You're just a beautiful person. Make sure if you want to contact Marie, you can do it right here. GGARBO Garbo, Greta Garbo, 134. That was the old I love you 143. I said 134 to 143 at gmail.com. You can contact her right there. All you guys that have wedding proposals.
Hey, wait, one more thing. My Facebook group, anybody who wants to join that, can I say it? Sure. So
whatever you
anybody who wants to join the Facebook group, because people have stuff they're afraid, we can open the door for them. Interdimensional Beings Living Among Us is the Facebook group. It's private. So if you want to share something, we can help. You know what I mean?
Interdimensional Beings Living Among Us on Facebook. Awesome. I want to thank my co-host, always, Brad. It's great having you here.
Thank you.
You're a wonderful man. Awesome guy. Be here tomorrow, 8:00.
Wait, can you still register for the prize?
Gonna be a fun time. If you want in, it's $10. I'll throw you in there.
I need the goggles, man. I want to see Thor.
Okay. All right. We'll talk about that after if you want to get in there. And if you don't win Bigfoot Odyssey, we'll work on getting you some good stuff to work with. Because you're obviously out there doing it. We got to commend anybody that's out there doing it, not on the couch watching everybody else do it. So we love that. Thank y'all for being here. Marie, thanks you again.
I can see it. Hello, where's the Yeah, thank you very much for having me. Thank you very much.
It's been a blast.
Yes, it has. And you can have us on one night, maybe on your show.
Oh my God, yes. Let me write
another one of those
What's your name?
Light bulb moments.
What's your name?
I didn't think of that. Okay.
We'll talk about all that stuff. Hey, thanks y'all.
Guys,
Y'all have
thank you,
y'all have
everybody. Thank you, Bradley,
Have a
Carrie.
good
Thank
evening.
you.